Believe me when I say I've been depressed. Dark thoughts in the flesh. Plans for mama no longer stressed. While pushing. So my kids no longer see me in this mess. I want the best for all of my fams. I'm out of the fields, collecting the bands. That's why I stay pushing. Believe me when I say I've been depressed. Dark thoughts in the flesh. Plans for mama no longer stressed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to season 2, episode 9 of From the Ground Up podcast.
Let's go.
Yes.
Before we introduce our very special guest, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mihaka, aka the Lunar Kid
Double D's.
aka the Lunar Kid Double D on Instagram, aka the Lunar Kid Double D on Bigo.
Let's go.
Come on, Bigo, and fucking give me those beans. I need to get paid.
Nice. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Nibs, aka that girl.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. American Idol over here. It's a no
Sorry.
for me. Nah. AKA, I have no more AKAs, but let's go to Bells.
What's up, everyone? It's Bells here, aka the Golden Wheelchair, aka Mr. Olympiana. And aka Capiso King.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, so today, guys, we've got a very, very special guest. If you guys have been following us through the whole season 2, we've been speaking about the bunker, keeping medicinal. Here we actually have the owner today. It's only right we did him for our last guest for all the help he's provided us with this whole season.
Thank you.
Here we have Irish.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. What a weird spot in.
Yeah.
You look good in that seat, my friend.
Oh, I sure do. Don't I look like you? Hey.
You do. just a better looking version.
I didn't say it.
I did.
But you were thinking that.
Not dead.
Do you want to talk like that the whole show? Oh, really? Hey, am I allowed to say no, I won't.
Say what you want. All good.
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome, man. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's only right to have you for our last guest. Definitely helped us a lot. And it's good how we've been mentioning you guys so much that people can actually see you.
You have done wonders. The Islander community and all your fans have picked me up and definitely supported me. It means the world.
No,
Yeah. We could say the same.
Yeah, for sure.
We could say the
Oi,
same.
straight up. You and Ari as well.
Yeah.
Like, we appreciate you guys
Andy,
so much.
everybody.
The good old Shelby pirate.
Shall we?
No, she means the world to me. Obviously, you know, she's the backbone of this, not me.
Yeah, we love her.
I'm just the old
hard.
flop. I'm just the old flop behind the microphone.
The star.
Which I can't even decide if I want to stay in front of or not.
Why not?
Whatever.
Yeah, man. So welcome. So how are you? Did you want to kind of just give a little touch up on what you've kind of been doing the last couple of months?
Sure.
For those who maybe haven't heard of you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for having me from the ground up. That means the world to me.
No, of course.
You know how much you guys mean to me. I know the community is very behind you guys, and that's what attracted me to you guys the first place. So, obviously, for the last 6 months, I started Keep It Medicinal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The podcast, and from there, within a few months, it transgressed. Is that the right word? It grew into, I don't know what it is. Now it's just a monster.
It's a monster.
That I can't keep control of. That I don't know what's going on, and I'm just plugging away at that. So, yeah, for the last 6 months, I've just been working away on my podcast, trying to get closer to the community, bring it back, and like you guys. Sort of, believe it or not, I know you guys don't believe it, but it's true. I emulate you guys. So I followed your footsteps, kept it close to the community in my own way. My community is a little bit different to your community in some ways, but we all sort of cross over.
Yeah.
And through that, I met you guys and then kept going.
Yeah.
And obviously, I got picked up by Tommy Chong along the way there with the promotion. That boosted.
Tommy Chong.
Yeah, that boosted. Well, that was the first one. That was back in May. And then I got picked up by Tommy Chong's Cannabis and for a promotion, and that was amazing. That's when my viewers went from, I think I had 300 followers, and then in 3 days I went to 20,000.
Yeah,
wow,
you
that's
blew
insane.
up.
And you know what? Like, we've all seen your hard work.
Yeah,
Like,
it is back to back,
Oi,
like
honestly.
blood, sweat, tears.
Oh,
Not
man.
only just for
Literally,
himself
yeah.
and his family, but like, bitch, he's bent over backwards for me personally.
I've all but taken it up. I've all but taken it up the old double barrel.
Double barrel, double D.
I almost took it up the double barrel a few times this year. Thank God I didn't. The hey diddle diddle.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so yeah, I followed in your footsteps, came along, and then obviously I swooped up and got that lucky pickup, and then got introduced to obviously Crip the rapper. I always give him shout outs because I obviously
Shout out.
I copied his channel, and Mama Crip helped me out along the way. Learnt my lessons through music, and next minute I know I've got you guys in the bunker, and you're filming, and you're inspiring me to keep going. And then you know what I'm doing in the background. I'm trying to get better equipment, level up, do music videos.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Just I'm trying to stay busy, keep my mental health clean, so I could come into this year on the front foot.
And
Yes,
you
you have.
Mm.
What a good start.
Yeah. I just wanted to run it back just a bit. Do you want to just tell us how you got into cannabis?
Sure.
Yeah.
So for obviously for your viewers, I'm the first legal medicinal cannabis patient in the country.
Nice.
Yeah, don't know, it's a celebration. It's like all the stoners be like, but all the parents be like,
sly flex.
yeah, exactly. And then all your parent viewers are going, oh, there goes their show.
No,
You know what I mean?
no,
No, I'm just joking.
yeah.
I'm joking. No, so I suffered quite a bit of trauma and a bunch of stuff, and through that journey, I ended up massively obese. I was 155 kilos.
Yes, we're going to pop in photos.
Yeah, we'll pop in some photos.
I'll give you one.
If you want, yeah.
I've actually got one. I've never shown anyone. I've got a shirtless one.
Oh,
nice.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I look like the Hamburglar, the white version. And I was 155 kilos, 350 pounds to our American guests. If you have any, I don't know if you have any. We're gonna make sure, because Tommy Chong's gonna check this out, and so is Hayes Radio Network. Otherwise, when I
shout
get there, I
out,
might just
yeah.
have to kidnap him.
Love you, Tommy.
Yeah. So sorry, I forgot. I got off track what I was saying.
You're 155.
155 kilos, and I was in a bad way. I was chock-a-block full of pharmaceuticals. I was taking 200 milligrams of Oxycontin a day.
Shit.
I was taking about 10 plus 2 milligrams Xanax, and probably
Xanax, what is that? Is that pills?
Yeah, Xanax is like a hardcore Valium.
Okay, yeah.
And so I was taking about 10 to 20 of those, and then I take probably half a bottle of Valium.
Why did you do that?
Just-
was it just addiction or?
No,
cope?
no, just to cope, just to get out. This was, by the way, just to get out of bed in the morning. So add the half a bottle of Valium to that. I'd get out of bed, and then I'd go run a construction company and build, as you know, all the roads around this area. So I built all the roads. I was running a construction company. I was fat as hell, out of shape, couldn't see. I had to get eye surgery as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was shot in the face when I was younger.
What?
And I was shot in the face down in Wollongong, and luckily I knocked the gun out and just grazed my eye. It didn't blow my head off.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another time. Don't want to get too dark. That's a part of the trauma though that I went through, and then through everything, I broke down, and I did it like I have done a speech, and I can give you the link to that. That explains it in more detail. But I made a decision that I need to lose the weight. I want to be around for my kids and my wife and my family and my friends and everyone, because I felt like I did have a place. I just didn't know what it was. So to make it simple, I just said, screw this. Legal, like cannabis became like legally medicinal, legally available medicinally and legally. So I was sitting in the pharmacy, and I got a good relationship with the pharmacist there, because I've been going there forever.
Yeah.
And he actually sat down and he just said, "Mate, you need to apply for this. You are a perfect candidate." He goes, "No one can get on it. No one can get it. Go for it." And I did it. And I got it. And then from there, I just said to the doctor, I said, "I don't want to take anything else anymore." And they're like, "Don't quit everything. You got to slowly taper off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd played with my life for too long. I thought, this is one last gamble I'm willing to take. So I'd literally just threw everything out. All the Oxycontin, all the Valium, all the Xanax, and I just started.
Yeah.
But I started smoking weed like Tommy Chong.
Shout out.
So you like that? You like the name dropping?
But did you die?
No, I didn't. Yeah. So and the rest is history from there. So I just embraced what I became is one of the I say one of the first, because there is oils. There was other things before flour. There was a thing called Sativex, which is nasal spray. So, you know, let's say for all the people that were carrying for the first patients that started on all these products, I felt like from me, once I knew it worked and it was working,
You stuck to it.
then rather than go out there and preach it and do all that, I just said, I'll just get behind a camera and create a podcast. If someone listens, so be it.
That's so
And then
cool.
look what you created.
Wait, hard. Like, you got a whole podcast.
Yeah, like podcast. You're part of a network in the
Yeah,
US.
obviously.
Shout out. Thank you very much, Andy Pizzicalis from Hayes Radio Network.
Shout out to Andy.
Shout out to Andy.
As in America, they don't understand we abbreviate everything. So I'm like, his name's Andrew. And he's
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, so you see, that's so funny. So his name's Andrew, but they wouldn't know that. So they
Yeah.
go, he's like, you're the only person in the world who called me Andy. It's so funny. I'm like, bro, if your name was Michael, it'd be Mick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your last name had a MC in it, you'd be called Macca by everybody. You know what I mean? Macca. You know, like how many Maccas do you know?
The culture down here.
Yeah, 100%.
That's so true.
Wait, hard.
Or you just get a nickname that you don't even want.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Someone
it's
gives
stuck
you a
with you.
nickname and it sticks.
Thank God it's not like shit lips or something like that.
I'm dead.
I'm gonna steal that one. That's a good one.
But that's so that's my journey into cannabis, and then obviously there's an even bigger announcement to make on top of that. So we haven't talked about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you
Well,
want to share?
I don't know. It's your show. I'm happy. I've been talking already. I'm going to shut up.
No, you're
No,
the guest. That's
fine.
the whole point. That's
Yeah.
why we want you on.
Let's go. Can we get a little drum roll?
Do you know which one it is? Go take a random shot.
But did you die?
Yes. No, I didn't.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna announce it.
Oh, do you want me to announce it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Would you?
Why not?
You know what? And I'm going to do this out of respect for the whole community, for Tommy Chong himself and everything. My good friend sitting next to me, Mihaka, you've just quit cannabis
Yeah.
and all the other substances,
Yeah.
and I'm proud as friggin' hell of you for doing that.
Thank you.
And anyone knows me knows that cannabis is my journey. You know what I mean? I don't push it on people. If anyone does it, so be it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to push.
Yeah, me too.
I'm usually the first person they call when they want to try it.
Oh my
But,
gosh, I was that person.
Yeah, but only because I feel like almost like a guided shaman. But no, if it's all right, I'm very humble about this, and it's very surreal for me because I know what I achieved. But for a guy who's quit cannabis for the right reasons, and like I said in my post the other day, you actually bipartisan, you are keeping it medicinal by not taking recreational drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes me, you are like the poster boy of my show for that.
Oh.
So, yep, and I'm proud of you. And I'd like, if it's okay, I'd like you to announce what's happened because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we? I'm so lost.
Right there.
Oh,
Wrote it
yes.
for you.
Yes, that's right. So yes, we have on our podcast the Australian and New Zealand manager for Tommy Chong of Cheech and Chong. So
Let's
the Tommy
go.
Chong, this is the Australian and New Zealand manager who's going to be representing Tommy Chong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Round of applause.
Thank you so much. It means
100.
that is right there is a massive honour to me, and I'm glad you got to announce it. I know Tommy's going to hear it,
Yes.
And
And
that-
I love Tommy.
and that means the world to me to know that he knows now your story too.
Yeah.
And he's going to learn all your stories through me, and I'm going to make sure that I keep doing that. And that was the most important thing to me, that this is not something I achieved. Yeah, okay, I signed the contract. I'm the face of it, but it's all due to you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So yeah, absolutely it is. I wouldn't have got here if it wasn't for you. You know, you quitting, all these things. There's these little things that happen that inspire me to get here. So
Oh, you are so
thank you.
I appreciate
yeah,
it, man, honestly.
the love is shown exactly the way back. Like,
100. You've all
honestly-
been nothing but great to me.
yeah, like
And bro, vice versa, man. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like you and Ari for us as well.
Yeah.
Like the whole season 2.
yeah,
like,
we were
yeah,
stuck, man.
Yeah.
so stuck.
You're never stuck. You're never
Yeah.
stuck. You're just unlucky in the wrong place at the right time, I guess.
Nah, we appreciate it.
We so appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that is true. Yes, I am the country manager,
Yes.
Australia, New Zealand of Tommy Chong,
Congratulations.
of Cheech and Chong,
man.
and it is my job to bring that legacy back to Australia, which we all love. Your parents love, your grandparents love. You know, they're old school. Tommy Chong is the Pope of pot, the Messiah of marijuana. You know, the Buddha of buds. You know, the ganja of God, the God of ganja. You know, he's it all. and it's not just about cannabis again. Like, I'll tell you straight up, DM me if you've got any inquiries. If you have a clothing label, if you're making grinders, if you're making any kind of art, hit me up. Let me help you build your business with Tommy Chong. You could not get a more reputable brand.
Yes.
And you got me behind it, who does not do anything wrong, who I make sure I look after everyone. You know that.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
So, yeah, absolutely. And he's my man, and I'm his guy. And it's a big shout out. Thank you, Sir Tommy Chong himself. Thank you, JP Cowan. Thank you, Wendy Cowan. Thank you, everyone. It means the world. It means the world to me. It means the world to my family. And these guys are my family too. So, yeah.
Oh,
Nice, well said,
likewise.
man.
Thank
all
you.
love, man.
Congratulations, man. What a huge accolade for you to reach.
Yeah.
And just wanted to ask a quick question.
Sure.
What's happening with the whole legal side of medical marijuana in Australia and New Zealand?
So, it's a tricky one, a tricky situation we're in. Legislation's not moving forward like the times.
Yeah.
So we've got this problem where we've got to slowly introduce it in the right way to the government, where it's not like a protest. It's not an
Yeah.
argument, us
Yeah.
versus them. Do you know what I mean? The current legal status is it's available medicinally in a few different states
Yeah.
legally. And then down in Canberra, it's recreational to grow. It's legally recreational to grow 2 plants, up to 4 plants if there's 2 adults in the house. So up to 2 plants, up to 4 adults.
Ari.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Thanks.
Ari.
She doesn't even want to sneak in the
Shout
camera.
out. Jake, jump in.
These
Jump
are
in,
summer
say
rolls.
hello.
I'm surprised any of these left. I've been smashing these.
Yay!
Yes. Thank you for the snacks.
Thank you, Ari.
Straight away distracting me with food. See that?
Oi, hard. Now we're all just going to be chewing in the mic.
Yeah, exactly. That's that ASMR stuff, you know, but I like
Oi,
the sound of
hard.
Yeah.
Some
so
people like that. So you can grow 4 plants down in Canberra, but everything else is illegal. Purchasing the seeds is
Oh,
illegal.
okay.
That's illegal.
Purchasing.
We've been growing it for months now.
Wait, in New South Wales too.
We're eating it right now.
These are all edibles. 700,000 milligrams.
But I gave up.
Not today. You're back.
You're a
You're-
Tommy Chong.
Hey, as you're back, Cheech.
What?
You're my Cheech today.
Oh,
It's mostly Doritos, but it's got some Maui Wowie in it.
yeah, it sure does. Orale la cha-cha.
Uno más, uno más.
Oh, God. It always gets awkward when food comes in. Everyone wants to eat at the same time.
Oi,
Hey?
hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's amazing. And do you kind of have a time frame on when you think things are gonna
Yeah.
kind of lighten up with the legislation?
Yeah, I do. Obviously, this the old R2. We don't like to say it on obviously network, so you don't get shadow banned.
Okay.
So the R2, that's obviously messing everything up. That is, I think, hurting it. To be honest, I again, because we live in a different world now, we just don't know. So I would like to say by 2023.
Nice.
Or okay, I'd like to say by January 1st next year, 2022, I think CBD, which we can get into the differences if you need to, just for the topic of the conversation, CBD,
Yeah.
which is a non-psychotropic
Please.
conversation. So there's CBD and THC. CBD comes from hemp, and I'll get into more details. But for the point of the conversation, I would imagine, this is my guesstimate, that by the end of 2021, coming into 2022, pending the ACHU, right, I imagine that they will deschedule CBD. That would be my prediction. I don't know about any state or federal elections or anything like that coming up, so I couldn't tell you if that has any influence. But my prediction would be so CBD will be descheduled, and the reason for that is because CBD, if anyone's unfamiliar with it, is another form of cannabis that doesn't come from the cannabis plant, and you do pop-ups and stuff every now and again, yeah? Like you can do pop-ups in your show.
Oh, yeah.
So would you be able to pop up a thing of a CBD chart?
Yes.
If you Google CBD chart, there's like a lime green, and white one.
Yeah.
It's the best one. if you pop that up, people will see all. And it was the one I showed you, Pels.
Yeah.
It shows you all the benefits. So it's got no THC in
okay,
it.
yeah.
It's non-psychoactive.
Yeah.
Compared to THC, which is psychoactive, right? Because it's got THC in it. That there, everywhere else in Europe is considered a superfood.
Wow, what the hell?
So you can just get it over the counter. It's in cereals, it's in proteins, it's blah, 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 blah. Right, but here it's still a Schedule 4 drug. It was a Schedule 8,
Yeah.
which is the same as Oxycontin, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now I believe it's a Schedule 4, which means it's like the same as like Valium.
Yeah.
You know, like getting it from a prescription without a prescribe, like, you know, PBS when they ring up and they got to get a special script.
Yeah.
And then, so by next year it'll be available over the counter with a license like hay fever medicine, I imagine,
What,
Yeah.
over here?
here in Australia.
Wow.
Or CBD.
CBD
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
And then moving into 2023,
Look, I swear I was taking the food.
you think I'm the one with the munchies, right? I think by the end of 2023, going into 2024, again based on the election and the R2 that's gone away, I imagine then we'd probably move into the same space as Canberra, where it's recreational to grow, and then it'd be recreational to smoke. And hopefully by then, with it already being in Canberra, then if the legislation's caught up, and then it's recreational. So my prediction is, January 1st, 2024, after the aliens have come, so bookmark that 180-day countdown.
Nice.
You know about
Yeah,
that?
Yep.
they better bring some good food.
You know about the 100? You know about the countdown?
No.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. You ask me about the countdown in the middle of it.
Okay.
It's really cool, and really true and factual. So so that's my prediction.
I think I do. I
But-
think I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, first of January. That's when I think will be recreational legal in this country.
I
And
hope so.
Tommy Chong's cannabis will be everywhere.
Yes, and who's going to be pushing it?
Well, I'll be smoking it, and whoever's pushing it will be under contract with Tommy Chong.
Don't worry, we got all the seeds here, guys. So
Exactly.
I just had a question I wanted to ask. What's your thoughts on people smoking like cannabis that are sick,
Sick in what way?
like cancer.
So terminal illness.
Yeah.
Is it good for them? Is that what you're asking, sort of, or should they be taking it?
Yeah, like what's your thoughts on it? Like, I know for me, like, if God forbid, but if I ever was to get sick or anything, I feel like I would smoke it. But like, I just wanted to see what your thoughts were.
So I'll answer it with a question. You're not meant to answer a question with a question.
Yeah.
But I'll answer it with a question. If God forbid that you think that you may be at risk of getting cancer, why wouldn't you be smoking it now?
do you mean like
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
So if I said to you, if my next statement was, terminally ill people should take it because it's an option. I'm not a doctor, so they shouldn't.
Like, I get what you mean.
So
Why
I'm not a
wouldn't-
doctor. I can't give a professional opinion, but I can say it's an option,
yeah,
right? It may save their life. I can't give an answer for that, but let's say on the prognosis that that's a possibility, because that's why you'd be considering it.
yeah.
I would ask you the question.
Why wouldn't we already be taking it? Before?
Preventing it.
Yeah, preventing
Yeah.
it. Okay.
yeah?
Well, I do smoke weed. Like,
I do.
No.
No, do you? Like we've never smoked.
Yeah. Let's crack up. No.
No, we've never smoked. We've
Yeah.
blazed hard.
No, like I've smoked weed, but I quit same day as Mihaka.
Yeah.
Me and him quit.
We quit together.
Yeah.
Congrats! You didn't make an announcement.
No, that's his.
She's on
yeah.
she's on a deal.
Oh no, not really. I just never thought about doing it. You know,
Yeah.
like, and plus I know if I say I'm gonna stop, like,
You stop.
yeah, like I know I will.
Yeah, and I think because we have each other and two other people that we did it with,
Yep.
Yeah.
like when we
It's
stopped.
not me, guys. No.
Yeah, no, it's
Not
not
Billy.
Billy.
I'm still smoking.
Pels is taking. When you stopped, he took the stash. He was like, "You lightweights."
Nah, yeah. So we quit together, but like, you asking me that question, I was like, might jump
Should I
back
jump
on?
back on?
Well,
Nah.
that's the counter argument to the whole. It's not that I expect anyone to smoke,
Yeah.
but I say to you, I'll swallow my thing first and
Yeah, all
Sounded
good,
so
all good.
rude while I was chewing and answering.
No, it's fine. And look at us, we're all about to finish this.
I would say if it was if you looked at a chart, if you seen that it was some kind of cure or option or something like that, then yes, shouldn't you be taking it now? And then therefore, if that's the case, then what's the argument for not making it recreational? You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask. Like, it depends if you
Just
want to
throwing
answer
your
it
food
because it's a
away.
whole what's it called?
Yeah, take
You
it.
know, you didn't
Take
want to
it,
put
please,
that
we'll
in the
swap.
light.
Oh, we'll swap lollies. Yeah.
Like, why do you think the biggest reason is that it's not legal?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Do you reckon
too.
it's money?
No. Everyone's first assumption is, the government doesn't know how to tax it.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what everyone thinks. All right. Do we think the government are idiots? We all know that opinion. We don't need to answer it. But, but do the people in the background running the show and the finances, do they know what they're doing? Yes.
Yes. Oh, 100%. And they need, do you reckon it's because they need criminals or like,
There's got to be a way to decriminalise something. Right now, I see. Maybe everyone sees it. I hope I'm not the only person to see it, but I worry when I see people petitioning for legality and make it recreational. It should always have been recreational from the start, right?
yeah,
Now, no one argues that.
yeah,
If it was, we wouldn't be in this state now trying to make it recreational.
100%.
Okay. But unfortunately, and my heart goes out to them, what about all the criminals that are locked up in jail for cannabis crimes? Right?
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be free. They should be free. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Free the boys. Free the gang.
That's so for the boys.
Shout out H Does It, Free the Gang, coming out soon. And Suspect. Yeah, I better leave him out. He knows where I live. So you've got I wouldn't know the number. I'd have to have a Google of it. But
Yeah.
again, maybe you can do a pop up. How many people are currently in prison in Australia for cannabis related charges?
Yeah, you know what? I'll pop that up. Here you
Okay.
go.
So whatever that number is, you got to look at that now and say, okay, we've got to free them.
Yeah.
As soon as you make it recreational, you got to free them. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't be free. They should 100% be free again. I'll say it again. But are they ready for society to come back out with the mindset that's changed now? Can you just release whatever that pop-up is, if it's 10,000 people? Can you just release 10,000 people? No, okay, we're not going to call them criminals, but prisoners
Yeah.
who have been in a prison system for that long, however long. Can you just release them back onto the streets now? You can't.
No, you can't. Yeah.
So it's far more complex, and that's the
Yeah.
problem with people having an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and most of them are dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if everyone would just shut up, let the government do their job and figure it out, and just enjoy the ride. You know, my show's called Keep It Medicinal because right now it's medicinal. When it becomes recreational, I'll probably change it to keep it recreational. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that'll be good.
Yeah, why not? But that's the whole point. We have to. It's far more than money. There's criminals. There's decriminalising.
Yeah,
there's
100%.
there is so many steps, and people want to flick the switch overnight. Cool. What about the ones? What about the guys, for example, that don't deserve to be out of jail, who are in there for cannabis crimes? Say they're in there for cannabis crimes and say ice. They sold ice and cannabis.
Yeah.
Now, do they get a free pass?
Half the time.
They get, so do they?
Half, no.
They can't walk, right?
Yeah.
So then
I think, yeah.
now you got to retrial them
Yeah.
just for the ice. You understand that it's far more complex, and this is
Yeah.
this is why no one will ever get it. No petition you sign is ever going to do jack all.
Yeah, 100%. No
Just-
petition.
It's just timing and patience, and just enjoy the ride. And if you want to get high on your own supply in your own time, then do it.
Yeah.
You know, don't promote it, don't sell it, don't just do your thing. Get it from where you got to get it from. Do what you got to do. I'm not saying I don't promote the at all. I want people to follow the rules. If everyone followed the rules, we'd probably get out of the rules quicker.
100%.
Yeah. So that was sorry.
Yeah,
Long answer.
That's cool, bro. Because I never even thought of
Yeah,
that
neither
perspective,
did I.
that angle.
I have lots of time to smoke and think about those things in case I do get locked up.
Did you like ever smoke before you went in and done that thing with the doctor?
No.
Wow.
So I was. Well, okay. Lie. Yes.
Yeah.
When I was 18, 17, I mucked
like,
around with it,
muck
flirted
around,
with it,
yeah.
Yeah.
but I could never handle it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the funny thing, I'm glad you asked that question because I want to tell a lot of people
Yeah.
that if you are scared about doing it medicinally, or in any fashion for that matter, don't use your experience as a child, as a kid, as what it did to you as a kid because you smoked too much and you had this freak out and you vomited or you
Yeah.
don't use that experience to say I can't handle it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I say that all the time.
Too many people say that and it's not the truth.
Are you talking about weed, or are you talking about in general?
Weed. I never took. So one thing I can say is I've never put anything up my nose, backside, nothing like that. You know, nothing's gone. I've never taken any kind of drug outside of pharmaceuticals and cannabis.
Yep.
Not that I've been. Not that I'm anti-drugs. I've said this in my speech publicly. I'm in an area, a low demographic area,
Yeah.
surrounded by people that do that kind of thing, deal with those kind of things. It's an acceptance in where I'm from, where you are from. It's an acceptance that goes with the area. I mean, every area. So I'm not one to judge, but I'm not one to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always my mental health that kept me away from it. It scared me thinking, if I took cocaine, will this kill me? Will it make my heart explode? Because I already think my heart's going to explode from cocaine, from anxiety already. You know, so it's kind of a double entendre where I just don't want to. You don't poke the bear, you don't stoke the fire.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I never touched it. Went through my whole life anti-drugs. Watched drugs just rip my family apart, and
Wow.
just, I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah.
And then, right up until 2017, that was the first time.
Damn. So can you kind of explain that whole feeling the first time you did it, like as a grown man, adult?
And growing up,
Yeah.
it was
To
wild.
kind of like release, like what was that? What was the whole thing?
It's still exactly the same right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
100.
But for the first time, like it's so
A new
memorable.
feeling.
Yeah.
It's actually not, because I genuinely mean this. I feel this every time I smoke it now. I get that same feeling
Yeah.
Shit.
from the first time.
But the first time when obviously you're like looking for a way out.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean, to get away from all the pharmaceuticals.
Oh, I get what you're
So,
saying.
like,
You're talking
the
about
pressure,
actual
yeah.
mental release for
Yeah.
the first time. The mental release, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the buzz.
Yeah, I think about the buzz too. Sorry, I
Oh, the
apologize.
buzz been there, bro.
Ah, yeah, the buzz, right. No, so when I remember, it was, I didn't take it medicinally the first time, legally.
Yeah.
The first time was with a mate of mine, and he smoked, and he could see that my anxiety was up, and I was over at his house, and I didn't have any Valium or any Xanax or anything. I was really struggling, and he goes, just have a smoke, bro. And I'm like, no fucking way. I'll fucking die, bro. I'll fucking panic, and I'll end up drowning myself in your pool. You know what I mean? I'm doing something stupid.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, I promise you I got your back. We'll just turn the lights off. We'll put a movie on. Just have a smoke. Breathe. Come on.
That's the buzz.
Like, don't go home. Don't panic. You know what I mean? Don't freak out and ruin your night. Just give it another couple of minutes and try. And if you get worse, bro, we'll call an ambulance. No drama.
Oh.
And I went, fuck. All right. You've called me. I've been
Yeah.
called, and I'm not coward. You know what I mean? So I said,
Yeah.
all right, bro. Pack me up a little one. And he packed me up a little cone, and I hit it. Fuck. And I just sat back, and it literally, as I blew the smoke out, it would just hit me in the head like a cannonball.
Yeah, straight to the brain cells, eh?
Was this a friendly cannonball?
It was the best cannon. It was the most spongiest, softest, beautiful cannonball I'd ever felt. And then I sat there, and I ate, and I drank tea with him because he's Lebanese. You know, that's what we do. We drink tea when you're Lebanese.
Yum.
And with the Irish. So I love good.
Oh,
I must have drank about 10 cups of tea.
Yeah.
And sat there and watched a movie in the dark out in his sunroom, like my sunroom, you know. His doesn't have glass, so he's all just like fly screen.
Yeah.
And man, I felt good. I just was just at ease and peace for the first time. I was like, fuck.
Honestly.
It was like I just could have just fallen asleep on his lounge, and I can't fall asleep anyway. and I was just like, I felt like I'd had 5 Valium and 10 Xanax, and I injected it or some shit.
Oh.
You know,
Wow.
it was just like boom, and the pressure off my brain immediately took pain out of my body. Immediately,
So you were aware of it straight away when it hit you.
within seconds. I was a different person. And then when I came down, I was like, we had this big D&M conversation,
Yeah.
and literally portals opened in my brain. Portals. Like I just felt, I'm gonna start a podcast because I want to talk about space, and I want to talk about how I love all this music, and music's what makes me crazy, and blah 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 blah. And that's what happened.
Then you turned it into
That one puff, that one little puff, and then I just went, fuck this. I'm going, I'm done with it, you know.
And now look, we're at the bunker.
We're at the bunker, brah.
Now look, la.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
so
crazy, man.
Oi,
man.
hard. What a
Yeah.
journey.
Oi,
Fun.
hard. Like,
Very fun.
oi, honestly.
Just with dealing with all that, we're saying like trauma, anxiety, depression, and overthinking, all that kind of thing. Can you kind of just identify what the symptoms or just so everyone else may be feeling a certain like similar way,
Absolutely.
just so they can kind of point it out.
I'm glad, I'm glad you asked that question. I've never actually got to answer that. No one's ever
Really?
asked me that. Well, this is my first time on a show.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, you know what we'll do is we'll talk about that next, but
Yeah.
I'll answer this question. What was your question? What was your question? I'm a bit medicated and dedicated.
Just with yourself from personal experience dealing with anxiety and
Oh,
depression.
what the effects were? What side effects? Or what
Yeah,
I'm
just
feeling?
the kind of symptoms or like how to identify these things. People that maybe are unsure if what they're feeling is normal or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Where
So,
the lines are.
so the best way for me to describe it is like it's your biggest fear at the time times 100. So if you sit there and you go, oh, I've got a bit of a headache, right? Most people just go, I've got a headache, I take a Panadol. I sit there and go, fuck, I'm having a brain aneurysm, I'm having a stroke, I've got a brain tumour. Why have I got this head pain here? You know what I mean? Where'd it come from? Why? And then all of a sudden, because I thought that, I'm hyperventilating.
Yeah.
So I'm not controlling my breathing, and you don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah.
You might not even breathe. That whole time you're having that conversation, you might not even breathe. Then you take a breath and you're like, oh fuck, I'm short of breath, and then you can't get. And then you're trying. You know when you yawn and you're trying to get a full breath.
Yeah.
It's like an attack.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you're trying to chase that full breath, but your body doesn't need it.
Yeah.
So then you're giving yourself too much oxygen, making yourself dizzy, and then you get chest pains and tighten the chest and all these tingles.
And your brain's just going.
Then you go into panic mode. That's when it's fight or flight. It's like, fuck, I've got to either fight this or I've got to get out of here. You know what I mean? And then that's exactly pretty much the way I can sum up a panic attack is like,
Yeah, pretty much.
it just builds up into a snowball of effects of feelings and emotions that you just can't comprehend, understand, process, and then you've got no tools to process it out of, and then you've got nothing to reassure you as well that you're going to come out of it. You think you're going to die. You know, you think that's it. This is my heart going now. This is it. My lungs. I can't breathe. I can't get oxygen. I'm going to die. You know, and it's crazy. It is mental warfare. And then next minute you're good again, and then everyone thinks you're a normal bloke, and you've just gone through Baghdad and back.
Yeah.
Head.
Man, that's crazy. I've never ever heard of anyone like actually talk about their experience of what it kind of feels like.
And I suffer that probably 50 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you're smoking.
Now if it gets like that, I'll just pump another one, and I have a pretty good. I have tools now that I've developed that help me. You know what I mean? And that's a message that I give to everyone. Again, medicinal cannabis is my journey. Don't take it on just because I say so. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? I could be a dead shit loser. I don't know yet. We'll find out in a couple of years. But from just doing it my way and figuring it out, I don't know. Just sort of
Works it out.
yeah, I just worked it out just with the tools and then figured out like, okay, so you can't breathe, look in the mirror, check your lips. Your lips
Yeah.
aren't turning blue. You're fine. You know, stuff like so stupid, like stupid stuff that you wouldn't even think of to do. Tools that you've got to fucking arm yourself with. You know?
Yeah.
But it's good that you have that like for yourself, you know. So when you feel it coming on, like you just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, 100. And then when I'm smoking, obviously I'm just kicked back. And then, oh, sorry, that's where I think we got off track. I think we got off track my own question. I find music, I always have a different type of approaches. So I have these techniques that I do in my head. And then I'll play a song that sort of pulls me out of that funk, or it'll put me in a certain headspace. So it'll make me angry, so it'll turn me away from anxiety.
Yep.
Or it'll make me happy, it'll make me sad, whatever. So yeah, you gotta. That's what cannabis does versus taking Valium. Valium just turns it off, puts you to bed. Cannabis lets it process and run through. You know what I mean? Purge it out.
Purge.
Have these chips.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good. Thank you, Ari.
Those
Shout
crushed them.
Me or you?
I have another
No.
question for you. Have you tried any street weed
Yeah.
since like starting to smoke?
Mm.
And
If-
how do you find the differences for you?
If you get a good supplier, it's okay.
Yeah.
But the street weed in Australia in general is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I'm openly talking about it, one, because I talked about it in my speech in front of 25,000 at the Hemp Expo, and two, in the current climate with the Art Chew, we're put on restrictions. So there is no way that they're filling my script and keeping me at a level where I need to be at to keep functioning. So I have to obtain it somewhere, which is really sad.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is really sad. If they, they charge me because of it, so be it. But I'll be fighting that to the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's like being on restrictions is like saying a chemotherapy patient, sorry, you don't get your chemotherapy today. Or you get half the dose because, I chew.
Yeah.
Or a
That's not-
watered down.
Why is that fair? Why is that fair on me being restricted and having to smoke lower quality stuff because I can't get there's no other option?
Yeah.
And then 2 hours down the road, old mate, who's probably an ice head as well as everything else, can grow whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So I do smoke street weed.
Yeah.
And only because I have to.
Yeah.
And I hate it. So I wish it was just all medicinal and it was
Yeah.
easy.
Of course.
But at the moment I'm given no option, and you can't compare the two. They have two different effects. You don't know where you're getting it from on the street. You don't know. They can tell you it's something, but you just don't know.
Yeah. You never know.
But then with your medicinal, you don't really know either. Like sometimes I get it, I'm not happy with it. Stems, it's crumbly, it's small, it's hit, everything's hit and miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a bad downer on it, like on like
Never. Like a downer, like as in
like you had a bad buzz on it, like
greened out.
yeah, oh not really greened out, like
Bad experience.
Yeah, bad experience.
No, that's what I say. Like I don't have bad experiences on it. I'm constantly on a good level.
Yeah.
If people only see me now, you guys are around me a fair bit, so you kind of see how I struggle with a few things. That's only because I've got so much going on. I've handled myself really well thanks to cannabis, I believe. I could have been a lot worse, and I don't find that there is a downside to it, because when I'm not on it, if I'm out all day or for 2 days or I'm away, I don't feel the effects. I don't need it. I don't crave it. God, I love one. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
That's my mentality. Like, why wouldn't you want one?
Yeah.
But if I don't have it, I don't have it. So be it. You know what I mean? Like I'm great. Like I'd love to have one right now, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm on the show. I'm fine.
Hint, hint.
Oh, you want me to go have one? I'm more than happy.
Hint,
Break.
Yeah, I need to go to the toilet. I actually do need to go to the toilet. I am crossing my legs.
Do you wanna go?
Yeah, go.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're all good.
We can break.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Let's roll. Hey, I'm a professional.
That's it.
Tommy Chong would be disappointed in me if I went to the toilet right now mid-show.
But would he be proud of you if you ripped one?
Ripped a...
Okay, not a fart.
Oh, he'd be absolutely proud of me if I ripped one. But he'd also be more proud of me if I didn't rip one on a community show. That's not this ain't about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have respect for your community too.
Oh.
We appreciate it.
Anyone wants to hit me up, obviously, you know where to find me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to promote me, none of that. But if they want to find me and they want to have that talk, I'm always here.
Yeah,
know
no,
what I
for
mean?
sure. Like,
Yep.
we'll definitely like let them know.
Well, you
Yeah.
can actually
Yeah.
announce. You can actually my news handle. That's actually my official one, breaking away from keeping it. So
Irish
Oh,
Wick.
yeah. So if
Irish
anyone
Wick.
wants to add me, it's my official Tommy Chong account. Get it now while it's only got 89 followers.
Hey.
Yo.
Yes.
You know what? I'll be honest. It's by the way, my username is @IrishWickLegit.
Irish Wick, legit. Too legit.
To quit. That's exactly right. That's why I put legit in there. I'm too legit to quit.
You heard him, guys. Give him a follow.
If you want. But you'll see some pretty crazy stuff over there with Tommy. Tommy will be coming on my podcast as well.
Yes,
So-
which we are very excited about.
And I'm back on that. That's another. that's
Yeah.
so many things happening.
Yeah, a lot of
many,
things have
yeah.
happened between like when we last saw you and now.
Yeah.
How many times has that happened? How many times has it been so different every time you see me?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
week later, the studio, the
Yeah.
YOLO box.
Yeah.
How you coping with that, by the way?
Wait, love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been switching the whole time.
Have you?
Yeah.
You've gotten so smooth at it.
Here's a little
Just
pro.
with
on
it.
there.
Hey, listen, shout out to YOLO Box. Listen,
Yes,
I give you
let me
heaps of
just-
grief on that Facebook support group because of, I'm anal persistent. I like it perfect. These guys have desperately need of some equipment. Why don't you sponsor them? They would rep this to death.
Yeah, why not?
They would rep Nivs is dead set. She's a rock star at this. She knows the whole thing inside and out. For anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's a YOLO box. YOLO Live. L-O... Oh, I can't spell. Did I stuff that up straight away?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Far out. I told you. See, people can't... Now you
LOV,
know.
guys. Love, peace, and love.
I legitimately can't spell, and I tell people this all the time. They get the shits at me. I'm like, I can't spell, man. I'm illiterate. How do you spell it?
There's our snippet.
No.
YOLO.
What is it?
YOLO.
How do you spell it?
Why?
Don't ask me. How do you spell it?
YOLO.
Yep.
BAX.
No.
Is it
L-I-V.
You said BAX.
BAX? Is it YOLO
Yeah,
box?
it's YOLO. It's YOLO Live. L-I-V.
Oh.
No E on the end. YOLO
Oh,
Live.
true.
Live.
Ooh.
Box.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Now I know. Live and live.
yeah, live and live.
I'm stuck
But
on
I actually,
road.
you know what? I will hit them up after this show, and I want them to sponsor you for one because
Oh, I would love that.
they can afford it. They've got enough out there. We're using them. I'm promoting them. I've sold them 15 or something since I've got it.
No
So
way. Nice.
yeah, because it's a good box.
Yeah.
It really is.
It needs,
Oh,
it needs some. You'll see. Look in
It's on
the
that camera.
in the video, guys. You'll see it might be a little bit choppy every now and again, but it's a small sacrifice to pay for on the fly editing. You know,
Yeah.
camera switching and all in one box.
Honestly, it's been the best, and it's
Yeah.
so much fun. So
It
get
is.
amongst
So
it.
yeah. So on that, can I announce something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
go for gold.
Yes.
because you've had me on the show, I'd like to give
Go for gold.
I'd like to give you a gift if that's okay.
Oh wow.
Yay! We
He's
love
like
gifts. Yeah.
Yes, we love anything free. We from the hood, car.
Well, I've got to give it. Let me give it quick. Is it alright to give a shout out to my people?
Do whatever
Yes,
you want.
of
man.
course.
Should we?
So-
Nah.
What,
Should
you
we
want,
sing a song?
you want to sing a song?
Hello festivals.
Okay, hello festivals. Okay, first shout out to Vice Race. Thank you very much for the glasses. I will show you this. I am doing a promo video. I've done it. I just haven't put it through editing yet. It's got a cool smoke machine. Me
Yes.
coming through the smoke
Yes.
with the sunnies on and joints inside, all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, hidden in plain sight. Get yourself a pair of Vice Rays, and obviously the great Sir Tommy Chong himself. Tommy Chong
Yes.
Cannabis of
Yes.
Cheech and Chong.
Let's go.
All of their products, brands, and everything. Much love to all those people. They are dead set picking me up and giving me drive for 2021. Now I'm going to attack it like I know tomorrow. Big shout out to a new company. I went to. This is something I want to tell you about, and I want to tell everyone about this because it's important.
Yes. Please do.
You want to educate yourself on cannabis and have a bit of fun doing it. There was a thing on just past called Emerge Canna, and it was a virtual expo.
Yeah.
Oh, a virtual expo.
I couldn't work out everything on there. I was so confused.
I seen you in there.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
I seen you in there. You were dressed as you had like an Arab suit on, didn't you?
Probably.
You had like a full
Something cultural. Love it.
Yeah, so like the full I don't know what it's called, the Arabic suit with the
Yeah.
thing around your head.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the green one on. I was running
Oh
around.
no way.
Yeah, I spotted you and I was like coming up. I was trying to ring you, but you didn't answer.
That's
I was
crazy,
so
bro.
confused.
Yeah, so it's like The Sims. You're just using a laptop and you're walking through and there's all these booths, all companies, right? And you just walk up and the rep's standing there like you and me, but in virtual, and you literally when you walk up tells you his name, his title, and you can just sit there and send him a message like you're talking to him, or you can phone call him on the spot, right? And he'll send you all his emails and do all that cool stuff, and he'll talk about the products. So it went for 3 days. Snoop Dogg was in there, Wilfred was in there, Jason Gann, the guy that dressed up as a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, so
now I understand.
Shout out Jason, he's a mate of mine. We've been chatting a fair bit. We're going to do some work together. He was in there. Tommy Chong had a advertisement in there through one of the machines that they promote, and and then I got through and spoke to everyone because I told them how I'm legal medicinal cannabis patient. I'm looking for products. My fans are looking for products, etc., etc. So then I run into this mob called Dynavape, and like for the American guys, they would know this has been around forever. Like it's an old bumper. You know what I mean? They would probably think it's quite old school,
outdated.
You know what I mean? But these guys have revolutionised it. So for free, just for being there and talking to the guy, Derek, I think his name is at Dynavape. Shout out Derek if that's your name. If it's not Derek from Dynavape, it's some other company you know what I'm talking about. They sent me. They literally just sent me I looked at the invoice. It was about 3 grand worth of product.
Wow.
Nothing illegal. It's all like stuff to consume in medicinal cannabis, and it's legal, and it actually fits the legal regulations here in Australia.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, mate.
And you're giving it all to us.
Yeah. Well, on that, yes. Well, actually, I did want to give you something. So I've got a little gift for you. So this is the box it came with, and comes with all this.
I really like this packaging.
Yeah,
that packaging is so cool.
I don't know if you can see it all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
There. But inside it, this is my gift to you guys. Who wants to?
Oh, Mihaka.
Mihaka, there you go. Have a look at that. I'll give you some of the cleaning stuff for it later, but.
Oh, thank you.
So what it is, what it does, right? Okay. Such a good model. So this here is basically just like, it's a tube. You take this lid off, and you put your cannabis in the end there, like you just scoop up enough for that capful.
Wow.
Right? And you put it in there, and then you can either get a lighter, and you can sit there and heat it up, temperature or a flame torch, or they give you this. You can buy this as well, and then you can literally just sit it in there, and that comes on. It heats it up to the right temperature rather than burning. Like when you smoke through a bong or a joint, it burns the tobacco. Yeah. This heats it up to the right temperature and releases the THC.
Oh, okay.
So you're not inhaling all the other stuff with it. Yeah. And then that just sits there, and then when it's ready, it beeps, and then you take the cap off. Oh, you don't take the cap off, sorry, you can. But then you just like that. It's just like smoking through a cigarette.
Oh my gosh, that is
Inhale
so cool.
the good shit, exhale the bullshit.
Can you use it with oils as well?
You can. I think you can use it with oils. I haven't fully played around with it because it was sort of there's so much and new, and I wanted to show you guys first.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to Dynavape. I'm wearing their cap as well.
Yeah, shout out.
Good bunch of guys. Little old school product there, little bumper from America, and I love it. They gave me a few different types, by the way. They gave me this one that's got these beads in it. So
wow.
Ooh.
You see the
my
beads?
Gosh, yeah.
You see the beads moving there, and then comes in that box. But this one here is a special one. I have to use my teeth to open it.
Wood.
Vintage wood.
I like that.
Can I see that one?
Yeah.
It reminds me of you know what it reminds me of? Like Tikis.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, this one's cool. Very cool.
And then we got a portable charger with it as well that you can carry around, and
Really?
portable heat up.
Is
pack.
it like a Samsung or something?
Nice. This is mean.
I don't know.
Put it in my bag.
Thanks for the gift. Oh, wow.
What's that one?
So you just hold that. So when this is charged, see that bit there? See it there like that? The metal on metal heats it up, conducts it.
No way.
Oh, what?
Boy, that is so cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm such
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Break the thing.
No, it doesn't matter. That's what you do. So there.
Yeah. So, Mihaka, do you want to give us an example or
No.
just safety on how to smoke this? No.
can.
Don't be safe. Just dive into it. So yeah, so that's your guys, and you can either I'll see if I can get a couple more, and maybe you can give a couple away to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should do a giveaway.
Yeah, we should.
But before we do wrap up, I just want to ask you a question for 2021. What are the goals for you? Where do you see Keep It Medicinal? Where do you see your management with Tommy Chong? Even for your family, where do you see things going?
This is why you're the best podcast in the world. You know that. All night, you have asked me questions. Like this is the first. By the way, this is the first appearance I've had on someone else's podcast.
Yeah. Which is surprising.
Yeah, which is so surprising.
Yeah, because I feel like you're such a person, like, you can get so much out of you, like, with cannabis and without cannabis, like, those
the
conversations.
whole story, yeah. Like, and there's so much knowledge to you.
Yeah.
You know, it could be my fault because I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not in it for the popularity of it.
Yeah.
I've my interest, my alternative motive, my automobile. my automotoronde, whatever that fucking saying is, because I'm illiterate. And seeing how Tommy Chong's going to be getting my contract and just going, we signed this illiterate twit.
Wait, you know what? When you were saying it, I was looking at you like,
today, Junior.
Like, straight up.
Hey, moto operandi. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
I got it right eventually. My moto
I
operandi.
had no idea what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what that word is?
No.
Say it
I thought
again.
it was-
Moto operandi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Here, let's do something for you. Ready? Hey, Google, what does moto operandi mean?
fuck off.
That's
The meaning of moto operandi is go fuck yourself. Stop asking such stupid questions, you stoner dickhead.
Go and search it yourself.
Yes, use your fingers, you lazy ape.
You lazy.
You lazy Irish ape. Go back to tearing bananas open with your thumbs, you dope.
Wow.
That's how I talk to myself, just so you know.
You know what? When you were saying it, I was for like alternative.
Yeah. Basically, my moto operandi is not that to seek out clout. I want to organically grow.
Oh, that's the best.
And just see, you know, if someone wants to talk to me, you know, everybody knows if they don't follow me already and they don't know, if someone messages me, I message them straight back because I'm bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm bored and I want to know people's story.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'll get in the background in my DMs, that's where I have the popularity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you really connect with people through direct messaging.
Yeah, because I'm a mong and I can't spell and I can't write properly, so I just voice everyone.
Voice message, yeah. You know what? Ever since you told me that, I've been doing that now.
Wait, I
It's
won't
so
even
much
lie.
easier.
We always do it. Hey,
Yeah,
like,
always.
If someone messages us, I'm like, "Hey guys," and then all of us, I'll just hold my phone up, and all of us would just send
Jump
a
in.
message. Yeah.
Yep. So yous have jumped out of the Irish rock ape banana thumb peeling thing into the lazy zone as well.
Yes,
By jumping into the voicemail. I do it because if I write something, they think I'm a Klingon from Star Wars writing in some weird ass language. You know, like for the first 3 episodes of my show, I spelt resistance wrong and it was sitting on the table. You know what I mean? And I had to actually put a thing up on Instagram going, "Can someone else please take over spell check because I'm fucking hopeless at this shit." No, my mission for 2021 is simple.
I forgot to ask you this question. Sorry.
It's to help heal both myself and the community still. I have a commitment to the community forever. Even if I ever leave and go to America or whatever happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still got my commitment to my area and my people and my family and my friends. So this year is for me is I'm not carrying the burden anymore thanks to Tommy Chong of any of my past. So I'm in a healing stage.
Yeah.
Oh, we love that, man.
Love that.
And I am going to. I don't push and promote anything. You know what I mean? It's not my style. If someone asks me, I just tell them what my analogy to that opinion is. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. So I just want everyone to heal, and I say this. I've been saying it to myself: keep this blue orb around you. You know, like blue's a good color.
Yeah.
I know it sounds really weird, it's a real stoner thing to say, but you know, just think of the color blue. It makes you happy, like the sky, and just put that blue orb around you for 2021, and try and heal and through that process, whether it be cannabis, whether it be whatever deal I struck with Tommy Chong, which I can't talk about right now, until that, he's got a little scoop of a couple of things I've got going on, but it's going to be a year of healing. I'm going to make sure that Keep It Medicinal keeps running. If I'm too busy, it's going to become a community network.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to post content, if anyone needs a studio and they're in the area, I'm here. If I'm not here, then they can use it if we have that trust and build up, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we'll build something together. And from that, I'll leapfrog off healing into progressing. And when everyone's ready to, when everyone's healing and everyone's ready to progress, then I'll take that next step and I'll move the channel to wherever we are in the human race at that point.
Yeah.
And if I just keep going this way, the way I never knew how to do, which was just stay true to myself and just be honest and stop being a bullshit artist.
Nice.
Stop being a dickhead. Stop being a gronk. All these people out there, I'll tell you straight up. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, and I'm sorry for swearing. I know this.
No,
it's fine.
No,
But
we-
I don't care what race you are. I hang out with some tough boys, and I tell them to their face, it's not. I can't fight. It's not about that. The real gangsters, like the guy sitting next to me, Mihaka, who's actually publicly going out and trying to improve his lifestyle and stuff like that. That's the real gangster moves, in my opinion. And that's
100%.
and that's a part of healing, not going out there and causing trouble and trying to create beef to get clout. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to get you anywhere this year.
No.
Don't even attempt it. Use this year to heal, ring someone, apologise, turn the other cheek, so to speak, Even if you're at fault, just to say, look, even if they're at fault, just ring them and say, I'm sorry, whatever. Just use this year to heal, and that's my goal. That's my mission, and that's all I'm going to keep doing. And I hope that by the end of the year, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Damn, we
Nice.
love that,
That
man.
was so good.
Wait, straight up.
I felt like I needed to hear that myself.
Wait, you know
Yeah.
what? I was listening to you, and you know how you're like saying like, even if it's not your fault, like just apologize, be free, hit the spot, mate.
Hit the spot.
Yeah, just
But
don't
did
carry.
you die?
No,
Well, that's
we
it. What
didn't.
did you die? Yeah, is it going to hurt? What's it going to hurt just to apologise to someone that
Yeah,
that
100.
you know is a dickhead, but just move on from it and just go. You know what? You're my dickhead. You know what I mean? Why fight the fight? Just
Yeah.
there's too much shit going on. Everyone's trying to prove a point at the moment. Look
Yeah.
at all the craziness going on overseas and stuff.
True.
It is
Forget
what
about it.
is,
Yeah, life's too short.
Life's too short.
100%.
And if this R2 doesn't prove anything, it should prove to you that you guys need to everyone needs to stick together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about the bullshit. Don't lead with money. Forget about money. Money's gone.
Yeah.
Right? We're in a different economy, different world now.
Yeah.
Right? Lead with your heart. Be happy.
100%.
Be happy and be positive and do what does. Just do what pleases you, man. Don't hurt people in the process.
Yeah.
That's it.
Freaking nice.
Sure, well said.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
No worries.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going off to Mars. I'm gonna go on a spaceship. Off to alien strains.
Yeah, man.
I'll shake my ass for you at Venus.
No, I wish everyone nothing but love and prosperity and for 2021. And that's man, woman, child, humans, dogs, cats, animals, whatever. As long as no one's clawing no one's face off, we're all good.
Nah,
Yeah.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a great episode, and I hope
Yeah.
everyone embraced it like us, as in the whole education on weed, different perspective. So it was first for me, so I'm sure it'll be a first for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Definitely help the stigma with, what hangs over the
Yeah.
Over the
word
community.
weed. Yeah,
Yeah, the word weed. Yeah, exactly. Look,
straight away, just
Like, yeah, when they hear weed, they think it's bad. Like, so
Yeah.
it's good that, we had you on and you spoke your truth and gave us a little bit of education about it. So it's good.
just think about those. Just take a second to think about those people. Then think about there is two types of people. Like there's me, and people who know me know that I'm productive, and I'm more productive than I've ever been.
Oh, honestly.
100%
yeah.
Like, your work ethic.
is
Hundies.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then you can be an unproductive stoner, but that's just in your nature. So I never really blame the weed.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
whole point. Go back and look at the criminals. Like I said, go back and look at the criminals in jail. What are they in there for? It's all. This is the year, people. This is the year.
I feel it.
Yeah. 100%.
I feel it.
I thought you were going to sing.
Go on, sing something.
I can feel it.
I thought you... No, nothing.
I'm like,
Don't worry
sing
about
that.
it.
Happy New Year. But did you die?
True. And I'll tell it one more time.
But did you die?
I thought you would have gone crazy on the buttons at some point.
Oh, he's calling me a scaredy cat.
It's my strong arms.
Take my strong hand.
All right, guys. Well, looks like we're gonna wrap that up.
Yeah.
What a great episode. Thanks for everyone for tuning in, and a big thank you and honor for having our brother, our friend,
our mentor,
Oh, God, don't be me. Anything but.
our
Irish
secret
man.
lover.
I said secret lover. Hang on. Was I asleep?
Yeah, thank you heaps. What a great episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. So I don't even know where the cameras are.
There.
Everywhere.
Yep. 3
Like,
cameras.
subscribe, comment, and share. Both.
Share.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like,
Yeah.
subscribe, alert bell for From the Ground Up everywhere. Social media everywhere.
Plugs on
TikTok now
plugs.
Where else are you on? Are you on anywhere else?
TikTok, and we're going to be on Spotify.
Instagram, Facebook. Spotify's coming soon.
Is it all the same username?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the same. Double F.
Like double D's.
Double F. I like double F.
Yeah, because we for real.
I was going to say, it's like my school grades.
I didn't even know what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but peace and love, everyone. Thank you for
Peace
tuning
and
in.
love.
Realest of men.
Guys.
Believe me when I say I've been depressed. Now thoughts in the flesh. Place of mama no longer stressed. While pushing. So my kids no longer see me in this mess. I want the best for all of my fans. I'm out of the fields, collecting the bands. That's why I stay pushing. Believe me when I say I've been depressed. Now thoughts in the flesh. Place of mama no